Welcome to the talk show. Today's topic is slavery. The big question is, what are some important people and dates that show a fight against slavery? Here to answer the questions is Marissa Love.
Thank you, Mom. The first important person is King Alfonso I. He reigned from 1506 to 1542. He changed his name from Nzinga Memba and was the king of the Congo and became a devout Catholic. He wanted his people to convert to Christianity as well. His conversion increased trade with the Portuguese, and while it didn't stop slave trade, it did help to limit the slave import into Portugal. The next important person is Queen Nzinga. She reigned from 1623 to 1663. She was an ultimate drag queen and was a great military leader and strategist. She took the Portuguese weapons and pushed them back and made it hard for them to take Angola. Unfortunately, her death meant the Portuguese had less resistance, but she was known as the great ruler of Angola who worked her whole life to keep the Europeans out of her land and prevent her people from being taken as slaves. The last important person is Olaudah Equiano. He was a former slave who lived from 1745 to 1796. He wrote an autobiography and toured around Britain to speak about treatment to slaves. His book became a bestseller and was a major factor in the British decision to end slave trade and eventually slavery there. On to important events. The first important event was the Haiti Revolt, which happened from 1793 to 1804. There was an uprising on the island of Saint Dominique, which was a sugar colony for the French at the time, and the people there were abused. Toussaint Louverture, a former slave, mounted a revolt against the Europeans. Eventually, they declared independence and renamed the island Haiti. The last two important events deal with the abolition of slavery. America abolished slavery in 1865. After a bloody civil war, President Abraham Lincoln signed the Emancipation Proclamation and freed all U.S. slaves. Great Britain abolished slave trade in 1805 with much influence of Olaudah Equiano. His autobiography shared the atrocities of slavery and moved the British to ban slave trade and eventually slavery.
Until next time on the talk show.